Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Alexandra here. So today we're going to be doing my makeup inventory. Exciting. Also extremely overwhelming. These videos take a long time to film and just organize everything and like pull everything out and be like, oh my god. So here we are. Hope you guys enjoy this video and we'll just get right into it. I will compare from last year if I can, just in my, when I'm talking about products. We have a little bit of movement on my collection. Things are going slowly, and things are kind of getting like used up, but like there's still a lot to talk about here. These are my primers. I have 4. Last year I think I had 2, so we're up to 2. These are of course like mini guys by e.l.f. They're really small, so those can be used up fairly quickly. This is a moisturizer, a serum moisturizer primer product by CoverGirl. It can be seen as skincare or makeup. The same with this. I can't really, it's like, is it a skincare? Is it a makeup like primer product? I don't really know. It's by Glow Recipe. Both of these products, I decided to put them into my makeup categories. I only have that many primers, so I'm considering both of these primers. I don't really like wearing this one underneath makeup. It's just too much, so I kind of just wear it on its own. These are okay underneath makeup, but like not my favorite, and I haven't tried this one yet, so we'll see how that goes. I'm fine with this amount in my collection because again, these are sort of like very fluid. I can wear this, I wear this more on like lighter days, so I'm not really wearing it with my makeup. These I'm wearing with makeup. You know, it's a little bit confusing. So I'm okay with these. I don't particularly like any of these. Don't think I'll be repurchasing. Again, I haven't tried this one, so I don't really know, but I don't think I'm gonna really like it. I don't really enjoy primers that are like, it can be skincare, it can be makeup. So that's just like what I foresee happening. Let me just adjust the light here a little bit. Yeah, so I'm okay with this amount, but like I prefer to just have maybe like 2 full-size primers that I love, and I don't particularly love any of these, so there's that. These are my base products and or foundations, so tinted moisturizers or foundations. I have 4 in this category. Last year I think I had like 6, so technically we're down to 4, but they are all full size and they're all pretty full. As you can see, I haven't even opened up 2 of them. I've only used this like 3 or 4 times. I've used this probably 3 or 4 times. So I'm going to say they're all brand new basically and full. These are all new to my collection in the last year. I've panned and used up all of the other 6 that were in last year's inventory, so that's good. Maybe I can get through 3 or 4 this year. I don't really know. As of right now, it's going to be kind of a slow year, I think, but that can change. I'm okay with having 4 in my collection. I think that's fine. Setting powders, I have 4. I think last year I had 3. This is rolling over from last year. I haven't even used this. This is brand new. It was a backup purchase of this one. I don't really need to do that, but like this one's almost used up. But like, again, you probably shouldn't do that because then you end up the variety of things in your collection. This is grandfathered in from my mom. It sucks. I just basically wear it on days where I'm just wearing like some primer and I want to take the shine off my face. I don't need 4 setting powders in my collection, and this is just like the individual setting powders. This is not including what's in palettes, so I definitely don't need 4. I definitely didn't need 3. I could probably get by with like 2 would probably be better. Bronzers, I think there was 1 more. Yeah, there was 1 more last year, so I didn't purchase any bronzers, which is really great. These are just my individual bronzers. This is actually, when I pulled this out this year, it's actually a duo of a bronzer and highlighter. And I know why I put this in here in my bronzer, because my highlighter category is exploding, and because it's like a duo, I can't remove it. So that's why it's in bronzers, because bronzers are more under control, even though they're not really under control. So there's that. I am down 1, like I said, which is really great, but like I don't need 6 individual bronzers in my collection. I'm working on these 2, the Hoola one and this one. I don't really like this one. This one's good, but I prefer like a glowy bronzer, and I haven't even tried the other three. I don't imagine I'm gonna like any of these three. Maybe I'm gonna declutter some line at some point down the line, but like I can still just like make them work or try to make them work because I hate decluttering things, but it does happen. So in short, I don't need 6 bronzers in my collection. I could probably get away with like 1. Blushes, they're the same 2 blushes that I had last year. And honestly, I've never even used these still. I haven't pulled them out, haven't used them. I really should, or I should just pass them along. I'm not a blush person. I really hate blushes. I did not purchase these. This came in a kit, but like I really should just pass them along. I've held on to them because I'm just like, maybe eventually I'm gonna use them, maybe as eyeshadow, maybe I will try them as blush. I don't know. I don't need any more eyeshadow either, so maybe I will play around with them a little bit. Maybe I'll make that like my goal, just to see. So they're in this year's inventory. You know, it is what it is. So this is what it is for 2024 as of right now. Highlighters, they're not all quite fitting in the frame. I guess I have you guys really zoomed in this year because last year they kind of all fit, I think. I don't know. Anyways, so some of them are just double stacked. So these 2 are double stacked, these are double stacked, and these are double stacked. They're just same brands, different shades. There are 19 individual highlighters here. That's a lot. That's way too many. I love highlighters, but I don't need this many. And honestly, if I'm lucky, I can go through 1 full-size highlighter a year, which is like a big if. That means I have 19 years worth of highlighters, just my individual ones, which sounds sick. So yeah, I don't need this many. I do love them, but this is like a major problem category for me. I would like to be down, I think last year I said like 10 or 15. That would be like my goal, but I'm like, I really don't need 10 or 15. Maybe 5. 5 would be great. Yeah, let's just say 5, but I'm a long way away from 5. I am trying to hit pan on this one just to get some more that have pans, because I think this Jeffree Star one is the only one currently that has pan. Let's just open it up here and I'll show you guys. Yeah, this is the only one in my collection that has any type of pan on it. So this one has quite a bit of use as well, my Too Faced one, but like not really, you know? So there's that. Like I don't even play with all of these in a year. Like I think this year, out of all of these, I know I used this one a couple of times. I've used this one a few times. I want to say I used this one a few times, and I used this yellow one a few times, which is really sad. So like if I've only played with maybe like 5 highlighters, 6 highlighters a year, I don't need to like have 19 full size highlighters in my collection. I love them all, but I'm not using them all, so there's no need for it. This is my brow. This is a category that I'm quite pleased with. I think there were 5 last year, and now we have 2, which is really awesome. This is essentially like one of those. Remember it was like a stamper? There were stampers in here, but it was a tragedy. It broke this year. Oh my God, that's like a hot mess. Oh my God. So I took this traveling this year and it shattered, it broke. I'm gonna probably repress this and just put it into like my Z palette. It did have a lot of pan on it, which was really awesome, but it's messy and it's like a big brown eyeshadow basically. I do love it and I really do like the shade, but like again, I need to repress it. And then there's this thing by Benefit. It's a traditional brow pencil. It's fine. It's a few years old, so it's kind of like hard. And I don't know if it was like hard from the very beginning, but like I only pulled it out and started working on it this year in 2024. So yeah, it's just, I have 2, so I'm really happy about that. I don't need to even have any brow products possibly in the Ket collection. Maybe 1 brow pencil that I really love, which is not this one. But like I don't need official brow products because I can just use a brown eyeshadow. I have enough of those. So there's 2. This is going to take me forever to go through. This is probably going to be done this year, but like we'll see. This is going to be my eyeliners. Technically this is a brow pomade, but like look at the color. Lemmy green. I'm not going to like ever wear that in my brows, so I'm going to incorporate it into my eyeliner category. I don't really know if that's like the best place for it, but that's where I'm sticking it right now. So I have two, and I think last year I had two. So I used one up, and I have this Gel Plot one eyeliner from Mary Kay, which I love. I've been using it the last year pretty much, and it's got a lot of use on it, which is great. This is the only one that I need in my collection. I don't need to have any other black eyeliners. This is my favorite. Again, I don't need this in my collection either. I'm not going to wear a green eyeliner, I don't think, but I didn't know where else to put it. So it's there, because if I were going to wear it, it's either going to be like creative makeup or essentially an eyeliner. So I guess it could have gone into like the brow pomade category, but I'm not putting green in my brows, so that's why it's here. Is its own little category as well. It's a new product. This wasn't a category last year. I don't know what to consider this. It's Chrome Flakes by Danessa Myricks in Strobe Light. I purchased this year. It's like a gel, kind of shiny Chrome Flakes. So I don't know what to consider this. I guess like it could be in the realm of like a single eyeshadow, maybe. But it's a gel thing, and I don't wear it as eyeshadow. I wear it as like an inner corner or like play makeup. So I don't know. Let me know if you think it should go into a different category. But for now, I'm just considering it its own little thing. So I have one. I have one MAC paint pot, which is like a eye base. This is in soft ochre. I've had this for many years. Tried to hit pan on it this year. Didn't happen, but I'm getting pretty low, so we're almost there. Definitely probably expired. It's still performing well. It's my favorite eye base. Really like this. This will definitely be a repurchase. I only need one. I don't need more than one eye base. I think this came with like the birthday gift this year. Probably. I can't remember. This is the Laura Mercier. I can't even show you. It's like a eye crayon thing in like copperish color. I had one of these from a different brand last year. I think I panned it. I think it was in my empties. I'm going to use this as like an eye base product, but it's like a shadow crayon stick thing. I have one. I had one last year. I don't really need it. It's not something that I would have purchased myself, but it was like, I'm pretty sure the birthday gift last year for Sephora. So it ended up in my collection. I will use it. I don't know when I'm going to use it up, but I will wear it on days that maybe I want to wear it underneath like a brownish, goldish, copperish look. That wasn't today, and I only have one. I don't need any shadow crayon sticks in my collection. It's not something I particularly enjoy using, but that's that. So I have one. Let's talk about eyeshadows. So I have one single eyeshadow that has its own like little home, I guess you could say. I got this in an Ipsy bag quite a few years ago. Don't really need it, don't really love it. I don't need singles lying around. I guess I could depot it and put it in my Z palette, but like it has its own home. I don't need to do that, but like I also don't need it hanging around. Didn't have any like single powder shadows. I only had one. This was the only one last year. It's rolling over. I am trying to hit pan on it this year, so we'll see how that goes. I just would like to get it used up because I just don't need it hanging out, but I have one. This is where things start to get also a bit much. So these are all my palettes. These are just the eyeshadow palettes, I should specify. I had 11 last year. I now have 12. I think last year also when I filmed this, I was zoomed out more or something, so they kind of fit in the frame. I don't know, or maybe I zoomed out and showed you. We'll just go over them quickly and like I'll open them for you. I'm just gonna open them up. We'll talk about them like very briefly. I guess they could have had their own video, but like I don't have enough eyeshadow to feel like I need my own video. So, this I bought from the drugstore like back in 2020. You can see it has a little bit of use on it. And I think I did use this a few times, like at the beginning of the year. Haven't touched it since. This is something I got through school. I played with this shade a few times. Haven't touched it since. And I definitely haven't touched it at all this year. This is my Ooh La La ColourPop in the pink one. Obviously, here you go. I'm trying to hit pan on this one. It's fun. I did wear this palette as my eye look for New Year's Eve this year. Every year I feel like I talk about this, and every year is the same thing. Breakfast in Bed Beauty Bakery, super cute. Haven't done it, haven't used it at all. Whoops, haven't used it at all. As you can see, I've swatched a couple of shades. Haven't used them on my eyes. I really should have just passed this along or like gotten rid of it when I first got it, because I like it, but like not enough to use it, obviously. My two Huda palettes, I love these so much. Don't play with them nearly as much as I should. This kind of got ruined because I put some ink Dura line in it just to do something and it didn't work, and it's kind of ruined the shade. It looks bad, but it still performs just fine. Haven't played with this hardly at all. Maybe once this year. What a shame. Maybe this rose quartz once this year. Again, what a shame. These two little naked palettes are freaking old. That's why they're so gross looking. Played with this a lot. There's only technically 4 shades left. I have 2 of the shades pressed together in another palette. I've used this one a lot, and I have a black here. I've used the black quite a bit too. This is something that I want to try to pan because it's like got so much use on it, but I haven't yet. Look how gross it is. The same with this palette. Like, it's almost used up, and I only have this shade left. It's like a dark brown. I use it in my brows sometimes, but like I don't want to use it on my eyes all the time. It's just a little too boring and a little too dark, but like, come on. I almost could have a palette panned. I've never panned a palette in my life. Naked Basics, another naked palette. This is my pan that palette a few years ago, so that's why there's like some use on it. You can see these 3 shades are completed. I have pan on 2 shades. I'm working on this shade for my project pan this year. I bought this as like a play palette a couple of years ago. I've honestly probably used it like twice. Don't really care for it. It's fine, but like I just don't gravitate towards it. This is my Natasha Denona one. I purchased this one this year. Beautiful, stunning. Got it for like half off. I love it. I've honestly played with it like 1 time. So you can see there's a rolling theme here. It's like I get tunnel vision on all my products and then I just don't use all the rest. This is my 39L Hit the Lights. This is a play palette for me, mostly. Lots of use on this shade. It's disgusting. I have been having to use my finger to use it. I'm trying to hit pan on it still. I've played with some of the shades. I'm trying to hit pan on this one. Yeah, I've used a few of these shades a few times. There's quite a bit of use on these 3. This one as well. Played with this one a bit. Played with the black a bit. But again, I don't have very much pan overall as a whole with my eyeshadows. I don't need to have more eyeshadows in my collection. This is probably enough for the rest of my life. It'll be a miracle if I can pan those 2 mini naked palettes, but that's what I'm trying to do in the next couple of years. So that's where we're at. We're gonna quickly talk about my face palette. I did not go up in any since last year. I don't need 4. Like, I don't need any face palettes. They're kind of like, unless you do a lot of traveling, and I mean, I do some traveling, but like, I don't really bring face palettes with me, which is, I don't know. In theory, they're a good idea, but like, I don't really need a designated face palette. It's just, I don't work that way. So I have 4. Let's quickly open these. Cover FX, this came in a BoxyCharm a few years ago. And again, this thing is still on here. I've swatched these. I've never used any of these on my face, which is a shame because it's beautiful. And I remember when people doing their BoxyCharm unboxings, I was like, I want that palette, and I have this palette now. I got it in mine and I don't use it. Love that for me. This is the Physicians Formula All-Star Face Palette. I thought this was like really cool and pretty when I saw it online, so I rushed out and bought it. Never even have trying anything from Physicians Formula. And here we are. So I'm trying to hit pan on this shade, and I have never used anything else. So I've used this shade like twice, spoiler. So that's where we're at. Platinum Ice Jeffree Star palette. It's all highlighters. I'm putting it in my face palette collection. I like his highlighters, but if you didn't see my highlighter section, like, I did not need this. I had no business bringing this into my collection. I have played with it a little bit, but like not really, as you can see. So I'm just gonna close that and pretend, you know, pretend. This is my Z palette. I got this from an Etsy shop. If you want, I will link it below because sometimes I get compliments on it, where I got it from. It's really cute. Okay, we had a little bit of a tragedy. So there's 3 here, fine. These are the 2 naked shades that were like pressed together. It's shattered. I use it to contour with sometimes. It's a little dark for that, but I make it work. So I really need to focus on using that up this year because like this is dangerous. This is super dangerous. And I'm going to, I think, put that broken brow powder in this little guy. I'm going to clean this up. This was a bronzer that I had used up in 2023. I used this up at the beginning of 2023. I think I'm going to press it in here. So that's my Z palette. It's kind of empty. It's just like a catch-all, kind of, but not really. I don't need any more, like, anything to add to my Z palette. Like, this is just really, I want to just use this as, like, a catch-all for stuff. So lash primers, I used to include these with my mascaras, but I'm going to start just incorporating them into their own category. So I have 2 lash primers here. I have this one by Lancome. It's, like, dead. I really should have just, you know, at the end of the year, last year really just said, yeah, we're good. That's disgusting. And I just showed you that on the internet. Hey, but I'm stretching it out till the end of January. I did really like it, but like now I don't really like it. And obviously that's because it's like, it's used up and it's finished. Like it's not performing very well because it's been open for 9 months and I've probably used this hundreds of times. So yeah. Then I bought this replacement at the last Sephora sale, holiday sale. I haven't opened it yet. It's just a basic lash primer. So I have no thoughts on this, but I do think that like in regards to lash primers, I think 1, possibly 2 is enough in my collection. I seem to stretch them out their lifetimes a little bit longer than I should. So I probably could go through 2 a year, but like I'm only going through sometimes 1 a year just because I stretch them out so long. So 1 or 2 is fine in my collection. And I currently have 2. Pretty pleased with my mascara number. If you've been following me for a few years, you know that my mascara collection was pretty big a few years ago. I think there was like 20 something mascaras. I think half of those had to have been like mini sizes for sure, at least half. But still, they take a while to use up sometimes. I've now whittled my mascara number down to just 3, and really, this Pat McGrath one, I think it is Pat McGrath. Are you? Yes. Probably could have been like, you know, I could have called her done at the end of last year, but at the end of 2023, but I'm stretching it out for another month, possibly 2. With the way that I'm wearing mascara right now, I don't think that I'm going to be, maybe I'll have to purchase another mascara at the holiday sale in October, November, because these 2 will probably take me up until then, which is fine. This is the Go Big or Go Home by KVD, or Kat Von D when it was still Kat Von D. I'm not going to crack it open, but it came with a lash primer, but I've used the lash primer up quite some time ago. And then this is the Lash Rebel SST. This is a really great mascara. So I have these 3, but of course there's a few that I would like to repurchase, or there's a few that I want to try out. So I'm excited to actually be able to purchase another mascara and try something new. In regards to lash glue, I have 1 lash glue. This is the It. It is in a black, and I've had this for like 3 years, I want to say, which I feel like it's probably coming to the end of its life. It's still performing okay, but like I don't think anybody should be keeping an open lash glue for like 3 years. You know, it's probably not recommended. I like it. I'm gonna try to stretch this out for another, year, and we'll see how it's doing by the time, the end of the year rolls around. But I have 1. I don't need more than 1 lash glue. I'm good with 1. And I prefer the clear ones, not the dark ones, but this is dark and it's fine. But like, I prefer the clear ones, and I prefer the like brush ones. So I thought that I had a little pack of like single falsies. I think I decluttered them. I must have decluttered them because I can't find them. And to be honest, I hated them anyways. So bye-bye. I have 2 sets of false lashes. I think I've worn these, maybe not. Actually, I haven't worn these at all. Set for 2024, which is good. And then these are super old. These are Lily lashes. I've cut them because they were like no longer performing well as like a full piece, and I just wear these little baby guys on the end sometime, but like that's gross, and I probably should retire them. They'll be probably retired fairly soon because I'm only wearing lashes like honestly 1 to 3 times a month now, and I just don't need that many falsies in my collection. I think 1 to 2 sets is plenty for me at the rate that I'm wearing them. I do really like these, but they're kind of expensive. And I really like the Sephora lashes. I mean, they're pretty good and they're pretty affordable. They're like usually around $15 like for this line of Sephora lashes. And then I would just suggest getting them at the Sephora sale because they'll be 30% off for everybody because their collection is always 30% off. So that's good. Probably will pick up another pair the next Sephora sale. We'll see, but 1 to 2 sets is fine. Possibly 3, but I don't need more than 3 sets of false lashes right now. So setting sprays, this is like kind of embarrassing, kind of not. I think I had 2. Yeah, I had 2 last year. They're done. These are all new to my collection this year. I purchased these at the spring sale, the Professional and the Hydro Grip one. Haven't used them. How shameful, I know. This my mom gave me because she didn't care for it. Haven't used it, but she just recently gave it to me. And then this is like a little NYX guy. It's fine. I really would like to try these out sooner than later, but like I'm working my way through, which is stupid. Technically, when I bought these, I still had 2 in my collection, but I guess my lesson here is I didn't need to go buy 2 because I still had 2. I probably could have waited until the Christmas sale, but again, now I have these 2. So I have 4. I don't need more than like 2 setting sprays in my collection at one time. Maybe even like 1, depending on like when that sale's gonna hit, you know? Okay, these are not cooperating and sitting well on the table, so this is just how they're gonna look. Lipsticks. These are my lipsticks. These are, this is a problem category, obviously. Can typically go through 2 to 4 a year. I think last year I had 13 mini liquid lipsticks from Jeffree Star and I had 13 lip scents, but I think this was already in my collection, but I forgot to count it because it kind of came in late. So I had 26 lipsticks last year, 13 and 13. I have used a few up. So I used up 2 Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks last year. I now have 11, so that's a win. I think it's this one. Nope, that's not it. I am actively panning this one, my Celebrity Skin. It's almost used up. Like, let me just show you. I've been reviving it with like Ink Lot Duraline. It's disgusting. I've pulled the stopper out. This is just what happens to his lipsticks. They get really thick and gross. I mean, all liquid lipsticks really do, but anyways, so I've had these since 2020, the end of 2020, and as you can see, some of them have for sure, if not all of them, dried the fuck out. So like, look at that. Look at all those bubbles. And I'm like, okay, like I haven't even used most of these at all, which is a goddamn shame, but like they're probably all expired, which really sucks. I was really trying to pan these this year, but again, I get tunnel vision, like I said, and I just work on 1 or 2 at a time, and this is the result. Products that are probably definitely expired will not perform well, and I haven't even used them once. So I don't know what to do with these, basically. I think I'm gonna just try to keep panning some this year, and then like maybe at the end of the year, I'm just gonna revisit them and then toss them, or maybe try to stretch them again for another year. I don't think they're gonna make it another year. You guys can like comment down below what you think I should do with them. You're probably all gonna say just toss them, but like that's so much money. But if they don't work, they don't work, so they're of no use to me. Anyways, moving on to lip scents. Love lip scents. I am a lip scents distributor, if you didn't know. Of course, some of these look like they've gone bad. You just have to shake them up. I will say something about the lip scents formula, and I'm not just saying this because I'm a distributor. Like, even if I wasn't, I'd be saying this. The formula on lip scents lasts a long time. Some of these, no joke, are probably from 2017, so they're old. Probably should go through those as well and just toss all of the ones that are really, really old. Like, you can tell this is like the new packaging. All of the other ones are old. I can go through 1 or 2 lip scents a year as well while trying to pan other things. I should go through my lip scents and just toss things as well. I have kind of an attachment to them, so I don't really want to. I'm still trying to pan as much as I can. Sticks are really hard to pan. Probably gonna expire on me before too long. I'm thinking I can probably let these hang around for another year or two. I don't know. Or maybe you guys are going to suggest as well, toss all of them, start fresh because they're old. Moving on. This was a gift with purchase. Oh, and I used up 2 lip scents last year, so I had 13, but I have 13 still, so that means that 2 came into my collection. Which 2? I know that this one was like pretty new, this nude one. Anyways, I have 13 still, 11 of these, so not a lot of progress really was made because things kind of came in. This is an Ofra lipstick. I've never used this. It was like a gift with purchase. It's not really a shade that like I totally gravitate to. I really like a nude shade for like my everyday, or a pink. So it's probably gonna go bad, or maybe it's already bad. I don't know. And this was like an impulse buy. Of course, another nude lipstick. It's the Maybelline Super Stay Vinyl Ink. It's fine, but like it compares to the liquid lipsticks from Jeffree, and I don't need another nude, obviously. So here we are. Too many lipsticks, not enough time, and they're probably gonna go all bad. Yeah, let me know below if you think I should just chop and toss some of them, or if I should try to work on them for another year or 2. Please let me know what you think. I also forgot to mention that for lipsticks, like what kind of numbers I would need or want in my collection. I have like well over, I think I almost have 30. I almost have 30 lipsticks. I didn't even count that number. But I don't need that many. I would probably only need like 6 or less. Like I don't need that many lipsticks in my collection. Maybe 10, but like I'm sure I'd be just fine with 6. So moving on, we have glosses, which you have to pair a Lip Sense gloss with a Lip Sense. They work as a team. So I only have one, as you can see. It's a repurchase. It's in the gold glitter gloss. It's one of my favorite Lip Sense glosses. I have one. Lip glosses, believe it or not, were kind of a problem category a few years ago. I think I had like 10 or 12. I kind of whittled my collection down. I just purchased this year, so that was really great. I would like to purchase a glossy gloss from them as well. That's my other favorite one. Like the glitter was like fun for the holidays and stuff, but like I don't want gold sparkly lips all the time. It's just, you know, it's nice, but it's a bit extra. I do like just a regular glossy gloss. So I probably will purchase a glossy at some point fairly soon, just to have a little bit more variety. So 2 glosses is fine. Even if I had 3, that would be fine, but I don't need more than 3. Body sprays. So I have 1 body spray. This is a rollover from last year or the year before. She's been in the collection for a while. I had 3 last year, and now I have 1, which is really great. This is the Sol de Janeiro one in the OG 62 scent. I like this scent. I don't mind it at all. Maybe I'd repurchase some of their body sprays, but I have no business purchasing any fragrances right now. I used to be really against body sprays. I hated them, but now I'm kind of like digging them a little bit more. But I have lots of perfumes to get through, so I don't need any more. That's fine. I have 1. 1 is still probably too many when you look at them as a whole. Things are kind of messed up in this category. It's always messed up when you start including samples and foil samples, or any samples of any size, or minis, travel, whatever. I count them as 1, but like they just make your numbers go way up when it's really not the same amount of product, but that's fine. This is where we're at. I have a lot of little samples. These are all my perfumes, by the way. I should have said that if you didn't already see. This definitely went up. I think I had 3 last year. I want to say I had these 3 because I didn't go through any full-size perfumes. I brought in these 2, and I had a few like sample vials as well. I think I had 2 or 3 last year in the inventory. My aunt gave me this. This is the OG Angel. It was not full. It was half or less, for sure less than half, I would say. It's nice when repurchased. These are my 2 Lush perfumes that I really enjoy but don't get enough use out of. This is Sunset. Somebody gave me this from Lise Wattier. This is my Prada Candy or Sugar. I can't remember. Let me look here. I don't know what this scent is. I think Candy or Sugar or something like that. And then I have a whole bunch of foil samples, which make my number go way, way up. So I have lots more this year. I probably have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 sample guides. So my number has gone up a lot. also the 2 full size. I don't need this many in my collection. I probably need like 2 full size perfumes, if that. 1 is probably okay. Out of curiosity, like I didn't finish a full size perfume in the last year, which is kind of rare for me. So I'd like to be able to finish this one plus maybe this one, or like this one plus that Sol de Janeiro body spray, and of course all of these sample guys I'd like to use up. They're like 2 very random like things that I'm gonna add, these next 2 categories. I didn't really know where to put them in, so I'm just gonna add them here kind of towards the end. A white Halloween makeup guy. This freaking sucks, I'm not gonna lie, it's horrible. I really contemplated just throwing this out after I used it this year for my Halloween look. I was a skeleton, by the way. If you want to see that, you can go to my Instagram. This sucks so bad. The price reflects it. You get what you pay for. It's a shitty white base makeup product. I'm gonna keep this in my collection just for like this year, and then honestly I'm gonna toss it. I probably won't use it up, but it's here right now and I'm including it in the inventory, but like this will not make it past 2024. That's for show. I include this in years past. This is my Inklot Duraline, but I figured I do use this with my makeup, so I'm going to include it. This is like a mixer product. I use this to revive lipsticks typically. I don't necessarily need this in my collection, but like as long as I have cream products, I see a need for it. I have gotten some use out of it. It's probably about halfway, maybe 2/3 of the way still full. I would recommend this. Everybody should probably have this in their collection if they just want to like keep things revived and extend their like shelf lives, I guess you could say. You know, or like at least extend their life, as in you can still get use out of the product, maybe not extend their shelf life, but yeah, extend the usage out of a product. I enjoy it, I like it, and I only have one and I only need one of these type of products. I'm not going to show all of these to you, but like I have a lot. Last year there were 31. Oh, by the way, these are my gel semi-cured nail stickers. I used to wear these quite a bit and I really like them, and like some things that I really like, I go hard on them and I purchase way too many. I will say that if you are going to be buying these, don't buy as many anyways, because they expire. Like this expired in 2022, this expired in 2022. But yeah, so all of them at this point are expired. I haven't used them in a few months. I had 31 last year and now I have 21. So I was able to go up through, like, these are each a pack. So I was able to use up 10 packs in the last year. My goal was 12, but I only got through 10, which is fine. 10 is good. I don't know what the remaining 21 are going to be like. I can try to revive them by heating them up with like a hair dryer. That's how I have like found a little trick. Somebody told me online how to, like, if they're kind of stiff, you can heat them up with a hair dryer. I had a couple of nail injuries, so I haven't had any nail enhancements on my nails for a few months. So there's that. I lost a few months worth of wear there. So I have 21 left. Honestly, I kind of want to get away from them. I just want to get back to like, you know, acrylics or like a poly gel on my nails. These were really fun and I really enjoyed them, but like I still have 21 packs and that's a lot of money, and it would be great if I could use them all up and just eliminate this category completely. We'll see in the next year how many I can use up, but right now I have 21. In that same vein of like nail products, some things have kind of moved over because I have been practicing nail enhancements. So they've kind of moved over into like my practice stuff. So not so much my own personal collection anymore, but these were just like what was with those gel nail stickers, semi-cured gel nail stickers. So I'm just going to include these like as my personal collection, but like there's kind of a blurred line happening with some of that stuff. This is a base, this is a primer, this is a top coat, this is a remover. So I kind of need one of all of them. But like, again, I'd like to just eliminate this entire category. So I'd like to eliminate these at some point and maybe just work my way through them. In regards to like fake press-on nails, I have 2 that I kind of wear for like Halloween or whatever. I had 2 packs last year. I'm sure these were in my inventory the year before. Haven't gone through them. I still have them. I kind of reuse them sometimes. I have two. I don't need these in my collection at all really, but I have two. That's the end, guys. We made it. I'm gonna quickly go over a few more things that I wanted to like talk about. That was a long video. I have a lot of stuff here in my collection. I'm not even going to go over the number because I did not count every individual item, but there's hundreds of products in my makeup collection. I do include fragrance in that and like nail stuff. Some people don't, some people probably do, but that's how I do mine. I don't need to have hundreds of makeup items in my collection. I've kind of gotten to the point where I still love makeup. I love it, but like I don't need hundreds of items. In a perfect world, I would really love to have that number come down to like less than 100. That would be better for me, but like we're not there yet. We've got a ways to go. So that's it for my inventory. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.